pop-up control supports creating multiple predefined pop-up windows and then displaying them at runtime as needed. In this video, you'll learn how to create a pop-up with multiple windows and then conditionally display each window at runtime. So let's get started. I'll start with a new ASP.NET application. From the toolbox, I'll drag and drop a new pop-up control onto the page. I switch to Source View. Below the pop-up control, I'll create a table with 3 rows. Each cell has an ID so that it can be used to display the pop-up window at runtime. Back in Design View, I right-click the pop-up control and select the Windows item to invoke the Windows Collection Editor. I can use this editor to add, remove, and modify multiple pop-up windows that can be displayed at runtime. I click on the button to add 3 new pop-up window items. I select the first one and set its header text property to USA. The text property will contain the text to be displayed within the content area of the pop-up window. I scroll up, expand the header image property, and set the URL sub-property to an image I have copied to this website earlier. Next, I'll use the pop-up element ID property to specify the ID of the element that should be used to trigger the window at runtime. In this case, it's TD1. Finally, I'll specify the horizontal content text alignment by setting the horizontal align property to justify. I follow the same steps for the next pop-up window. The header text for this one will be Canada. And the pop-up element ID will be set to TD2. On to the next one. This one will be called Mexico. And the pop-up element ID will be TD3. And I'm done. I click OK to close the Windows Collection Editor. Each pop-up window can now be triggered by these table rows. I now need to specify how a window will be triggered. To do this, I select the pop-up control and select its pop-up action property. This can be used to specify the action which will trigger a pop-up window to be displayed. However, for the purposes of this lesson, I'll leave the default setting of left mouse click. I'll set the pop-up horizontal align and pop-up vertical align properties to specify the location of the pop-up window relative to the mouse cursor. And I'm done. I run the application to see the results. I click on each text label and the corresponding pop-up window is displayed. The pop-up window can then be closed using the Close button located on its header. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.